What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Here we go. We've got a beauty quiz. We've got some topics. We've got some motivations. We are both back and ready to go. Good morning. It's been a week. Are you back alive again? I'm still trying to find myself.
Am I alive? Yeah, I'm alive. I don't even know what the right word was for the awesome event that we did. Besides the fact of me falling down 2 tiers of a step and
That's your highlight.
no, that was not my highlight. That was the low point. And pretty much being in pain for 8 hours. Between the two of us, we were like the walking wounded.
So this
is finally healing.
Can I push you down the stairs for the May class?
I know you're gonna try. But besides that, and then you almost chopping your hand off with a but as far as that, those were the low points. The high points were what a really amazing day that we had with the attendees were fantastic and a lot of energy was spent. We spent a lot of energy and very grateful for everybody that came. The feedback that we got was amazing. It was just cool. It was so cool. But yeah, I was drained, and then like most of us, had to go back in the salon the following morning, which a lot of my clients were like, "Are you sick?" And I'm like, "No, we just had a big event, and I am, and they're like, "Oh, okay, But yeah, no, great. We're back. We're ready to roll. We have another event, 7-hour event coming up on the 19th, if I'm not mistaken, of May. Same place, Doubletree in Downers Grove. Same setup. It's a beautiful tiered classroom where with the super comfy chairs. I've never been to a class where you're sitting in super comfy chairs. Usually it's folding chairs. And my fat self is not good on a folding chair. So, no, and the support that we got from All Nutrient, from Xenogen, from all the Carotherapy, all the companies are fantastic, and the backup that we got from them is super cool. So, yeah, we're excited. If you're in Illinois, you need hours. Please. The 19th of May, you can get 7 hours. That's half your hours. Come spend the day with me and Eddie and Darren. And we got some fun stuff to show you. Great interactive class. And then there's, there's things to buy there too, if you want. That's up to you. But if you just want to come for education, come for education. If you want to come and maybe explore changing up, some of the things in your stylist toolbox, you are more than welcome, and we will help you.
But wait, there's more.
There's more.
QVC commercial over here.
But the best part about today is we've switched things up. Eddie has the quiz.
That's right. I do have the quiz.
I am going to do my best to derail the quiz as the way Eddie has always done. And So we're going to get right into the quiz.
I don't derail quiz. I add to it. I help your quiz.
Yeah, okay.
These are the questions that inquiring minds want to know.
Hold on. Drink.
What is the ideal pH range for shampoos to maintain healthy hair and scalp? 2 to 3.5, 4.5 to 5.5, 6.5 to 7.5, or 8.0 to 9.5?
See, this is a subjective question because what type of shampoo is it?
What kind of shampoo are you thinking about? Okay, so what would you recommend in regards to this kind of a question?
Well, but shampoo is designed to treat different situations in the hair. Is it a clarifying shampoo? Is it a color care shampoo? Is it just
Okay, so let me ask you this way then. In a pH scale of 8.0 to 9.5, what kind of shampoo would you recommend at that to bring the hair to that level and maintain the hair at that level?
that's a clarifying shampoo?
That high? Are
The
you
high
sure?
pH? High pH is definitely a clarifier. I'm
That's
positive.
a very high pH, sir.
Well, is it a chelating shampoo?
It ain't gonna raise the hair above 7.
Mm, mm.
Maybe 6.5 to 7.5, if even, but I don't even agree with that either.
Mm. I, I'm
Okay.
I beg to differ, young man.
Is there any shampoo that would lower the pH of the hair down to a 2.0 to a 3.5?
There's a few out there. Yes,
Okay.
there are a few, or I mean, those are true acidic shampoos. Then
Would you ideally want to be at that low of a range?
I don't think so.
Would you ideally want to be at that high of a range, 8 to 9.5?
Are they like competitive swimmers? Do they have a lake house? Do they live in a house with old copper pipes?
Is that the ideal thing for the most common general healthiness of hair and scalp?
Well, then you need to change the question.
I don't.
Yes, you
What
do.
is the ideal pH range for shampoos to maintain healthy hair and scalp?
Okay, so what are my choices again?
2.0 to 3.5,
Okay,
4.5 to 5.5,
okay.
6.5 to 7.5, 8.0 to 9.5.
I'm gonna go 4 to 5.
There you go. Just listen to the question, man.
No,
In
no,
what year was pH made?
no. That see,
Mr.
that's what I
History
would
over
do.
here.
That's what I would do to you. Who discovered the hydrogen scale?
Yeah, seriously. All right. Which of these ingredients is known to be a humectant, drawing moisture into the hair? Is it Silcani, glycerin, sulfats,
Sulfates
or curtin?
or what?
Curtin.
I'm gonna go with the first one,
Silcani?
silicone.
What about the second one?
A surfact. What was it?
Glycerin?
Glycol? That's propylene glycol. No,
I'm just messing with you with the way I'm pronouncing this crap.
I know.
Okay, look, you've got silicone,
Uh-huh.
glycerin,
Glycerin.
sulfates, or keratin.
I'm gonna go with. Silicone, glycol. What was the second
Not
one?
glycol, glycol, yeah, but glycerin,
Glycerin.
sulfate,
I'm gonna go with
or
glycerin. Glycerin.
glycerin.
Glycerin.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm right.
You are? Well, yeah, because silicone is
Coat,
a
it coats the hair.
drying, it coats the hair. Yeah. Glycerin, glycerin brings in moisture.
Mhm.
Sulfates cleanses, and
Yeah.
keratin reinforces and strengthens.
Right, right. Keratin usually tends to be more protein based, more on the protein side, which causes actually stiffness sometimes
Yeah.
if you over. And as we know, sulfate's bad. Sulfate's bad.
So bad.
So bad. I mean, it was only in shampoo forever, and now all of a sudden, bad.
Do you know they're coming back with sulfate?
Yeah.
It's so funny. All right. What is the main function of protein treatments in hair care? Is it to deeply hydrate hair? Is it to strengthen and repair hair shaft? Is it to make hair shinier instantly? Or is it to weigh the hair down to reduce volume?
Number hold on, let me get my number 2 pencil. It would be number 2, to strengthen the hair shaft.
Strengthen, rebuild, reinforce, repair. Yeah, strengthen and repair the hair shaft.
Okay,
See, that was a gimme.
that was an easy one.
All right. Which of these oils is best for penetrating the hair shaft and providing deep hydration? Is it coconut oil, argan oil, castor oil, or I can never freaking, is this jojo,
Jojoba.
yoyoba,
Jojoba.
jojoba oil?
But the answer is number 2.
You going with argan oil?
Argan oil penetrates the hair. But yeah, I'm going to go with argan oil, but the other oils are also important. And actually, we're going to start seeing more and more in products. There's a wave of castor oil coming back. Like our grandmas used to put castor oil in their hair, and it's actually coming back. But yeah, I'm gonna go with argan oil.
So compare argan oil to coconut oil, because coconut is it's not very popular. It's been trending forever as well too.
Well, people cook with coconut oil. Coconut oil is all purpose too, but if you really want, I guess if you want to get into like the whole nuts and bolts of it, I think that the molecular structure, actually of argan oil is smaller and enters the hair shaft easier, is what I'm led to believe.
Okay. What is the scientific reason that heat styling can damage hair over time? Is it because heat causes the hair to become too soft? Is it because heat depletes moisture and breaks down the keratin protein? Is it because heat changes the pH balance of the scalp? Or is it because heat encourages the hair to grow faster, leading to more split ends?
Heat depletes the hair of moisture over time.
Can heat cause the hair to become too soft?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't even know what that is as an answer.
Until you totally cook the cuticle off the hair, and then it just becomes cotton candy.
Overcooked pasta.
But what you then can do is take some of that silicone from earlier in the question.
Yeah, right.
Okay. And what you can do is you run it through the hair, and then you take that flat iron that you bought at the kiosk at the mall that just ignites up to 450 degrees. Okay. And then what you can do is then just laminate your hair, and you don't have to worry about it.
Nice. All right. And then why is over conditioning hair bad, also known as hygral fatigue? It can make hair too dry and brittle. It can lead to excessive protein buildup. It can weaken the hair by causing too much moisture absorption and swelling, or it can make the hair turn a lighter color over time.
I'm going to go with C. Too much moisture and weakening all the bonds.
Wow.
Did I win?
Well, let's see the results of your challenge today. You are a hair science pro. You know the details that keep hair healthy and strong.
I won. Thank you.
And the crowd goes wild.
Thank you. We'll be here for the next 30 minutes. Thank you.
See, this is how beauty quiz should go, man. Okay, take notes and learn.
No, I like
what year was moisturizing created.
I like giving a little history, then some technical. You know, you got to know where things came from.
Well, here's some history for you. I got some history for you. Okay. Keratin bonds have been and still are the top of the food chain, the top of the pyramid when it comes to hair extensions. In recent years with styling, the popularity of weft style extensions has come on the rise.
Mm-hmm.
More than ever, the popularity of styling with beachy waves, barrel curls, and volume has really been taking over everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you think about this, because since you love your history so much,
Mm-hmm.
in the 80s, what was the expression that was given? Like the higher the hair, the taller the hair,
The closer to God you are.
the closer to God you are. So when was all the like I'm thinking hair bands and the glory days of Aquanet, right?
Yeah.
What was the tallest bang you were ever able to make in a woman's hair?
You know, that's an interesting question because we were just going through some old boxes and I found we found my prom picture. Uh, and no, I'm not showing it.
That's awesome.
Because I had a really bad mullet. And my date, who was a lovely, lovely young lady, she had this going on, man. The tallest I've ever now see, but once again, bangs are. I mean, I had a back in the day, I had a couple of punks as clients, and I would get their freaking Liberty spikes really, really tall.
Oh, you're talking about Mohawk and Liberty spikes. I'm talking about like something about Mary,
Oh
like
yeah,
like
yeah. Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot. I get what you're saying, but as far as I could get them. I used to be able to get them up there, and especially with like the 2.5 inch freaking or if you got a big barrel round brush and some heavy duty hairspray, let's go. Like
right?
and I'm awful with this, but you know my favorite giant barrel brush is that the 88
The
from
65.
65, the Ergo 65. First off, because it's long, so you can get the whole bang in there. But oh god, if I had that back in the 80s, let's
Yeah,
go.
right. So
Um,
it's wild, man. It's
yeah,
wild.
yeah,
The
no, no, but yeah, no, with a whole bunch of mousse and some hairspray, and we can make some big hair. Big hair. Big.
okay. So staying on that thought with the curls, like think Coming to America with the Soul Glow and the curls. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, glistening, sparkling in the light and everything, right?
Yeah.
So now fast forward a decade. We go from that amazingness to freaking pin straight. Or fast forward 2 decades it was. And it went for pin straight, right?
Right.
Flat to the face, sleek.
Yeah.
It was like that girl. Do you remember those Ring videos? The Ring, that horror movie, The Ring, and that little
Oh
girl
yeah,
with
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
and it was like that was like that hair that just came over the face, and it was just blah, scary as hell, right?
Right.
So, but in more popular terms, what was it? Cher had that pin straight hair like that.
Well, that now you're talking like the 70s.
No, but I'm saying fast forward from the 70s to the early 2000s.
Oh, look at all the Kardashians. They all were wearing that lank, straight look. And we had just come out of. I mean, and we just transitioned from. Remember the Jennifer, the Jennifer Aniston haircut from Friends. I mean, I'm just going on what clients asked for, and they all wanted that straight. And now, I mean, really, if we come in full force forward, now beachy waves, they're in curly girl. I mean, having motion in the hair. I shouldn't say, curly hair is in, wavy hair is in. It's awesome. for all those years that those poor women were, freaking ironing their hair straight. I mean, or wrapping it on big rollers just to get that wave and take the curl out of their hair. Now, I love it. I love it. This is what I'm living for. So with that being said, though, now with your extension clients, if, let's just say for the sake of argument, they did not buy pre-waved extensions, pre-curled extensions, is that an option for them to be able to put that kind of wave into the hair extensions?
And this is why we're seeing the rise in the popular. That's why I took us through that little thing there, because everything old becomes new. Everything old becomes new. If it was being done then, it's being done now. It's just being done now with a more modernized twist. And that's what we're seeing with the popularity of volume, styling, and movement. Everything right now is about movement, beautiful movement, okay? And yes, wefts are nice. Chunks of hair is nice, but we are seeing the rise in individual strands. And when it comes to individual strands, I mean, nothing beats keratin strands. And that's what we're seeing is just strategically placed keratin strands around the hairline, especially around the face framing and a little bit higher up if somebody has a side part. Man, oh man, oh man, are we creating some fun stuff. It is super cool. And if you get the natural body texture, you can beach wave it, you can curl it, you can flat iron it, you can do whatever you want to it, man. It is the most universal type of texture that you can use for everything. It's available in the most amount of colors out of everything as well, too. So it's been super fun, Wavy is a good option as well, too. Wavy is a very popular option. Curly, you got to be mindful of the curl because that curl can get pretty tight. And when I say pretty tight, I mean get like a C curl out of that baby. It's tight.
Yeah, it is. I guess I have a couple of questions, and I'm gonna be a typical hairdresser for a minute for you. And if I insult anybody, it's not meant to insult you. But don't keratin bond hair extensions break hair?
Well, then you need to get haircuts less often because half your hair will be broken. Only the bad hairs will be broken off, and then you won't need haircuts as often. You save money. Next question. Crack, baby.
I can't get hair extensions. My stylist says it's going to ruin my hair.
Your stylist doesn't like you. No, your stylist likes you too much and wants to keep you all to herself. And so, she doesn't want you to look too good. She wants you to keep coming in so you can get those blow dry styles. Blow drying with hair extensions takes proper care, and it's a little extra work, and who wants to do all the extra work?
But it's a trade-off because how awesome hair extensions look.
No. I don't want you to have nice, thicker, fuller hair, okay? I like your thin, straggly hair. It only takes me 5 minutes to blow dry your hair. Let's keep your hair thin and straggly. It's fine. There's no reason. Nobody wants thicker hair or more volume or more fullness. Nobody wants to spend an extra 5 minutes, God forbid, an extra 10 minutes to give you a nice full, nice full thick head of hair. No.
Okay.
We just like listening to you complain that, when you were younger, you used to have a full head of hair and now you're thin. And there's nothing we can do about it. God forbid we could put in some hair extensions to bring that back again. Yeah, nah. Get out of here with that mess. Next question.
You're flipping killing me today. So walk me through that then. Walk me through. You have a client, you put some K-tips in, or especially around the hairline, around the front to give them more volume and things like that. Walk me through what kind of care that would take.
No, you
First
shouldn't
off,
care. Like there is no care. Just do whatever you want. Just go. They know what to do for themselves. You don't have to brush them. You don't have to brush them. Why would you have to brush your hair? You don't have to brush your hair. They just it's hair. Hair should know what to do. You shouldn't have to wash it twice a week or why? It's not like you get buildup or you get oily scalp or anything. Just go. Just go. Go. What did the Italians say? Skis? After like 9 days of not washing your hair, right? What is the word in Italian? Am I saying that the right way?
I don't know what word we're trying to get, and I don't want to.
When you get the crazy buildup and it's gummy and gooey and gross.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, you know what am I talking about? Okay. Yeah. Why would you have to wash it a couple of times a week? Who's got time for that? Who's got time for that? Why would you want to braid your hair at night and get it out of your face, when you're sleeping? Nah, you like all that hair in your face and choking you and getting you overheated and then turning into a bird's nest. Hey, wasn't that a style? Wasn't like a beehive or a bird's nest a style back in the day for like those crazy librarians that you were afraid to return your book to? That's why we were late on returning books, because we were scared of the lady at the countertop. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning and your hair is looking like the Bride of Frankenstein and it's not even Halloween yet, just keep it like that. Let it stay all tangled up. Nah, taking care of them is so easy. Hey, just ignore. If you ignore it, the problem goes away.
Is that what happens?
To do anything about anything?
Right. Okay. All right.
Yeah. What else? What else? Next question. What else you got? Typical stylist.
So then, with you being who you are and how passionate, obviously, you are about hair.
I'm nobody that doesn't give a damn.
What do you attribute the comeback of K-tips to?
Awesomeness. People want to look good. People want to look. There are 3 stylists out there that care about their clients. Everybody else doesn't give a crap. Okay. And us 3 stylists out there.
Oh, you're one of them. Oh,
no. I'm just speaking on behalf as a representative
of the other 2.
Okay. This is part of my application to become part of the trifecta. We're gonna have to kick one of them out. There can only ever be 3. This is like Highlander, but in hairdresser.
There can be only 3.
There can only be 3. And yeah, if you want to make your client happy, hair extensions is an extremely viable answer. If they don't have enough hair and all they keep asking for over and over and over for the past couple of years, if they keep referencing that they used to have so much hair and now they don't have hair anymore, that is the perfect candidate for hair extensions. If they keep saying, I love my hair when it goes like this, and you keep telling them you have no hair to go like this, put the hair in. If you have a client that says, oh my God, my hair doesn't grow, don't worry about it. Stop telling them, no, your hair can't grow, blah, 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 blah. Just put hair extensions. Give them the long hair that they want. Because guess what? What's the worst thing that can happen? Oh my God, buyer's remorse. I don't like long hair anymore. At least you got them to fulfill their little crazy in their head. With hair extensions, you're able to provide it. And then you could take it out. No harm, no foul. Let them wear it for a month or 2. Let them have that little fantasy of, I wanted that long hair. And when it runs its course, you take it out. And God forbid, they really, really like it. You just put in a new set. You got somebody that keeps telling you, I want blonde. And you're like, woman, you have black hair. You can't have blonde. Give them a blonde hair extension. Let them have their highlights. I want red. I don't want to have red. I want this. I don't want that. What do you think of a fantasy color? Give them. Put in a hair extension. Fulfill the fantasy. And then take it out when they're done. Like, it's so awesome. The versatility, the creativity and the versatility, and the ability to give somebody what they're asking for immediately. It's freaking awesome. This is why they're coming back as strong as they're coming back. They never went away. popularity, it's like a roller coaster.
Right.
Trends is like a roller coaster. It goes up
Right.
and it goes down. It goes up and it goes down. But K-tips have been steady always, always. They're always there. They're always ready. They're always prepared. They're always waiting. Hair extensions is part of the holy trinity, the trifecta. I think it's right there with hair color. And I don't know, the third one is always either cutting or styling, is like always fighting to be the third one. But that is your holy, or unless cutting and styling is in one and the same? Or do you think they're two separate things?
I think they're one and the same. I mean,
so then there you go. There's your trinity. Those are the three versions of hairstyling that care about you. So if you care about yourself, you need to be part of the holy trinity. You need to be part of the trifecta.
And you can join Eddie and the other two stylists that care about that.
Oh no, I'm not part of it. Like I said, I'm applying to be part of it. I'm on the outliner. I'm an outlier.
You're an outlier. Okay. All right. That works. That works. That works.
That is how you derail questions, sir.
You just like to hear yourself talk.
Try to derail my quiz. I'll mess you up.
Derail your quiz? I had questions.
You're 100 years too soon. You can't.
I had questions. That's all.
Love questions.
Yeah.
I've just given up on answering them properly.
So, okay, since you love questions, since we are both big fans of K-tip extensions and the K-tip extension brand that we mostly use, am I allowed to say their name?
You talking about She hair extensions? What are you talking about?
Yes, I'm talking about She. When you pulled out those two color rings at the class, how many total shades? Do you know how many total shades there are?
I have no idea. Darren says there's 185. I think there's 200. I don't think anybody knows. These guys have too many colors. Look at a complaint. There's too many choices. How's that for a complaint? Huh?
Well, I mean, in all seriousness, because then we created some color with just the K-tip extensions, and the range of the K-tip extensions, at least through She, because that's who I'm familiar with, through She, is that we went from solid. We had our choices of solid colors. We had our choices of highlighted. We had our choices of balayaged. We had our choices of ombre. We had our choices of fantasy colors. The fantasy colors, like you were talking about earlier, that is such an awesome option. And you don't have, you put the color in, you put it in, they get to live that fantasy, and you don't have to deal with bleaching the hair to the point where you almost destroy it. And if they want to change up the color, it's a little solution. You take the K-tip out, and you can put another color back in. You don't want to be green.
Two-tone and rooted, in addition to everything else that you mentioned as well too. And especially with the rooted is nice because shadow rooting, you can line up and match up with that. And shadow rooting is still very, very popular.
So with
so many options, so many options.
All of that being said, we've got you have such style choice, you have such color and thickness choices with K-tips that you're right. K-tips never really went away, but they're becoming more popular. And I'm all about it. I am all about it. And with some of the new technology that's come forward with the She extensions, that's really cool. Our friend Sandy gave us the zero trace where you don't see the bond. That's awesome. There's so many things that you could do with, and especially the She hair extensions, but there's so many things that you can just do with keratin bonds that it's a win. It's a win for everybody involved.
Listen to you. Look at how motivated you are to talk about hair extensions. Stick with me, kid, man. I keep you motivated. See that? That every week. Aki, I got your motivation. Huh?
I am not motivated about anything anymore. You ruined it.
Oh,
Thanks
no.
for blocking it. You
Oh, no.
you're like a wet blanket on the whole thing.
How's that for some motivation?
I got motivation for you. You want motivation? I got motivation for you. Hold
Be a
on.
wet noodle.
You ready? You ready? And this fits, and it's so funny because this fits you. And this is in all seriousness. There are very few people that I run across that are as passionate about hair extensions as you are. So this fits you. The only way to do great work is to love what you do.
That's a fortune cookie.
The only way to do great work is to love what you do. No, a fortune cookie is, if you go to this website, you will, get $1 million by tomorrow morning. That's a fortune cookie.
The only way to be good at something is to love what you do.
The only way to do great work.
Oh, the only way to do great work
is to love what you do. And you are lit. And all BS aside, after working side by side with you and all the things that we've done together, it is so blatantly obvious that you completely love our industry, hair, and everything that you do, but especially hair color and hair extensions. There isn't anybody I would rather be next to and be inspired by than you. But watching you work, you can totally tell you love what you do. And
is this an intervention? Is somebody about to come from behind me? And am I going to get swatted over here? What the hell is happening right now?
The freaking black hood's coming on. You're going to be in the back of a white van.
Thank you.
This time next week, we'll open up with, "Hi, I'm Eddie. I'm 1 week sober." And we're not really making fun of that, guys. If anybody's offended, we're just teasing.
Man, I mean, thank you for the compliment, but geez, man.
No, but really, it's so true because you are so passionate, and you can tell that you really, really love what you do. And I'm using you as an example. We had a room full of people a week ago that you could tell they loved what they did and they were passionate about our industry. And how cool is that? And this motivation goes right along with it. How cool is it that you actually get to love what you do? And the more you love it, actually, the more it gives back to you as far as financially, as far as creativity, your creative end of things. It's awesome. It's just fantastic.
I mean, I agree. I know I'm terrible at taking compliments, but I do agree with what you're saying. You do have to like it, because if you think about it, with all the stuff that we go through on a weekly basis, what else is left? For a lot of people, going to work is their sanctuary. That is their purpose in life. Some people don't have family, or they don't have a great family unit, or they don't have a great circle of friends, or a home life, or in anything for that matter. Work is the thing to look forward to. But then there is this thing out there that it's like, oh, you got a case of the Mondays. You remember that Office Space movie? He's got a case of the Mondays. It's like, then there was like the grueling 9 to 5. Nobody wanted to go to work. There's a lot of people that don't enjoy what they do. They're just doing it because they have to, because it's a paycheck, because it's what they were supposed to do, or what was expected of them. So there is that half of it as well too. Regardless of why you landed where you landed, you do have a choice. It may not have been like the job that you're in may not be your first choice of work, but that doesn't mean that you yourself should, I don't know what the right word, like give up, or like you should put the best version of yourself forward.
Right.
So whether it's your choice or not, whether and if you're in a position where you can't change to a job that you actually like or not, then find the part of the job that you're in that you do like, and focus on that. And that's okay. I don't enjoy blow drying hair. for example, right? But I have found ways to make styling fun for me. It's a little goofy. It's a little off color. It's not the way I would recommend everybody to approach blow drying and styling hair, but I have made it work for me. And I'm able to produce great styling now. You know, there's every aspect of every job out there has something that somebody isn't going to like about it. But you got to find the aspect of it that is appealing.
Right.
And focus on that one.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
That's a good motivation. I didn't understand it at first, but that's a good motivation.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. My biggest thing is as I always say, and I'll say it till the cows come home. What a great freaking industry we're in. Really, think about it. What a fantastic industry. And when we all get together and we all share ideas and information, it just gets me pumped. It gets me jacked up. I go to education just to keep myself juiced, because I don't ever want to walk in to my shop and be like, ugh, I'm here again, because as it is, we all have those 2 or 3 clients that they always book at the end of the day, and it's Susan. Well, yours is Susan,
at 4 o'clock.
At 4 o'clock, and it's 8:45 a.m. and you see her name and you are just bummed for the rest of the day. But you know what? It's all those people that are in between that 4 o'clock that make it worth it, because I really dig my clients. I love, doing their hair and really helping them move forward and be the best that they can be. And someday I hope to be the best I can be. I doubt that'll ever happen because I'm unsavable. There's a word for you. No.
You need an intervention. We gotta come up.
I need more than an intervention. I need shock therapy and medication.
Whoa.
But on that note, this is all.
On that note, we're gonna take you a drive.
On that
just
note,
hop into this nice white van.
They're pulling up in front right now. Gotta go. On that note, we're out of stuff for you guys this week. We will be back next week with more fun hijinks, and Eddie will have another quiz for us.
That's right.
And
the way quizzes are meant to be.
Yeah, in Eddie's world. So guys, thank you. We greatly appreciate all the support from each and every one of you. If you want to see what we got going on, htbbeauty.com. It's got our list of education. You can also order right from the website now, and make your life a whole lot simpler. And we will see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
The SFTB podcast was not recorded in front of a live studio audience, so thanks for joining us for today's episode. If our hair topics made you smile, give us a thumbs up. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'll read them while waiting for our caller to process. Share this video with your stylists and friends. It helps us make a difference, one strand at a time. And don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Because your hair deserves all the latest and greatest tips.